It's a giant river, but it's also a super ecosystem. It's very unique. There's little pocket ecosystems within the Everglades. And yeah, there are cypress and mangrove swamps further south of here. But there's also marshlands, grasslands, brackish water estuaries, even deep water areas. Now, this part of the Everglades is more marshland-ish, which means it is pretty shallow. The canals are the exception. Those are man-made, so they're deeper, but we're now leaving the canal. And right here, even with it being overcast, you look down, you can see to the bottom. Yep, just a few feet deep here. Oh, and on that note, guys, I gotta mention, spinning the boat around to show you stuff, unfortunately, I cannot do that with anything that's underwater. Yeah, I just can't keep track of stuff down there. You guys keep your eyes on the water, though. You never know what you might see. There's about 100 different species of fish in this part of the Everglades alone. Oscars, bluegill, tarpon, tilapia, largemouth peacock bass, Florida spotted gar, Mayan cichlids. That's just to name a handful of ones we tend to see more often, so yeah, I'd say keep an eye out for those too. It's just one of about 200 pump stations found all throughout South Florida. It's actually pump station number 9 to be exact, but basically the water level here is not really affected by the tides. There's too much rain, not enough. And they do what they can to keep the wetlands wet, but really the top priority as far as water management is concerned is to avoid flooding throughout the cities. Now, if I wasn't going to detail the ins and outs of why they did us in the first place, it would probably take longer than we have on this tour, so I'm just going to tell you folks, the main reason they did this was parts of an attempt to drain the Everglades out. Call this bird's got. There he goes. Didn't give me a chance to do a full spin, folks. He flew away. But yeah, they hit the water though, catch their fish with the talons out in front of them. Sometimes it's actually, guys, those turkey vultures, not as agile as the osprey, but they're pretty powerful. They ride the thermal updrafts. They can actually fly twice as high as bald eagles. And seriously, they've been spotted by pilots gliding over 20,000 feet up. Up there, they can just glide for hours, flapping their wings and travel up to 200 miles in a single day. The black vultures, they can't do all that, but I mean, to be fair, they don't need to. They don't migrate. And again, there's more here, and the trees come to the left side as well. Now, get too close while he was swimming, because you saw these birds don't have web feet, guys. They're swamp hens. They got those big chicken legs. Yeah, he's still there, but hopefully he's doing his last pass now. The fact that he's still here, though, folks, means the gator probably is too. So that's That's a good sign.
We need chum anticipation. we need the chum. No, exactly. It's a rock. I don't know what that is.
We'll be floated by those roots floating there. Those long things floating in the water. Those are the roots of those spideron plants. They do look like a gator tail, especially when you see them floating from far away. Oh man, he's tucked in there real good. I see him, folks. This is not ideal. All you're going to really see is his tail sticking out from behind all that grass, but either way, I'm going to try to get you as close to him as I can. Same deal though, everybody on the right side, stay to the right side. I want to get as close as possible here. Not too close. Anyway. Now again, I've seen this gator before, so I already know how big he is, folks. The trick to tell that though is what you can't see with him right now. And the left side, you should be able to see him. But yeah, his head, the amount of inches from an alligator's eyes to its nostrils, that's about how long the gator is in feet. 6 inches, 6 foot long gator, 7 inches, and so on. Yeah, it'll get you in the ballpark, guys. And it definitely beats jumping down there and measuring them by hand.
We saw the edible part. Gator top.
Left side, guys, near the water's edge. Got a wading bird sitting over there. That's called the little blue heron. Little blue heron, not to be confused with the great blue heron, which is the largest bird around here. Those things stand like 4 feet tall and 6 to 6.5 foot wingspan. Little blue, that's about as big as they get. Fully grown adult because he's blue to the right side. Yeah, the little blue heron, when they're younger, juveniles, their feathers actually are solid white. You see slight greenish tint to his legs there, folks? They still have that when they're younger too. That way you can still identify them. As younger ones look kind of like cattle egrets and snow egrets a little bit. Which have yellow and black legs respectively, so as long as you look at the legs, you can always tell them apart. Yeah, there he is against your left side, a little blue heron. Oh yeah, just in case you guys don't know what sawgrass looks like, that's what you're seeing right next to him, all on the edge of the water here. Yeah, lighter shaded green compared to the cattails, a bit thinner. It's usually found in big patches that fan out like that a little bit. Yeah, it's not really grass, by the way. It's actually a type of sedge. I was never really sure why they named it that. Also, those are pond apple trees I was just talking about, growing out of the water there, which is a wetland tree. You typically don't find them on dry soil.
Heard that.
They do bear fruit like the name implies, but the pond apples mostly grow spring through summer, so you're not going to see those right now, but I still want to tell you, a lot of people around here call those alligator apples. And it's because when they fall in the water, the gators eat them pretty often. Which probably sounds kind of strange because I didn't get a chance to tell you. Well, first of all, guys, these gators, they're lazy animals. And I'm serious. Lactic acid builds up in their muscles extremely fast. They don't have a lot of stamina. So they're apex predators by default. And the only thing that everybody eats alligators really is other alligators. Now, first and foremost, they're ambush predators and opportunistic feeders.
Certainly can. And a buddy of mine used to export them mostly to Italy.
Oh,
Italians
okay.
are crazy about
Well, they must. I mean, with the alligator
Italian
foods that are available.
alligator belts and alligator. Yeah. That was the market. But they always locate the farm near a chicken farm. A lot of chickens die.
10 feet away from the water's edge, anywhere there might be gators around. Which is basically any body of fresh water in South Florida. Always assume there's at least one gator nearby, because there probably is. Alright, here it comes to the left. Just got to curve around this tree here.
Oh, that's pretty good size. I don't think so.
That's actually
That dropped down.